Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Strike Exotics. I'm shooting this video less than 24 hours after the last one because I have a surprise. My other female that was due, my superfly, which is a super pastel fire, decided to lay her eggs a little early. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this last one's actually coming out right now. She's pushing it out. That is a fresh egg right there. She's literally pushing it out as I open the tub here. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 8, maybe 9 eggs in there. And now she, typically, when they have their pre-lay shed, where'd I put her card? When they have their pre-lay shed, it's like 4 weeks, 28 days. As you can see here, she shed on February 12th, and today's the 7th. So she was about 5 days early. So it's obviously a little bit unexpected, but it's another reason why you need to really be in those tubs every day when you're expecting eggs, because she was 5 days early. The ivory was exactly 4 weeks. Last year, when Annie, my little lemon blast girl here, when she laid, she was like 6 weeks in before her eggs came out. I actually thought she wasn't gravid at that point because she was taking so long to lay her eggs. But she was actually 2 weeks late. So while, you know, the rule is, 28 days, 4 weeks from the pre-lay shed that they actually lay the eggs, there's exceptions to it. I'm 5 days early here. I've been 2 weeks late. So make sure you're always checking those tubs, I guess, up to a week early every single day, a couple times a day. And, if they're late, you have to keep checking all the time. Because again, as a word of caution, my biggest issue from last year with my first ever clutch with Snow White Snake was that I got in there too late and I lost like 3 or 4 eggs because the humidity in the tub wasn't super high. It was probably like 40% at that time because of it being in the room with my furnace. So the eggs just like died. They desiccated. They were all basically dried out and shriveled up, except for like the 3 that I saved. So you want to make sure that you're grabbing these eggs the second that they're dropped. They're also easier to pry apart when you get them right away. So she's definitely done laying now, so I'm going to collect these eggs. I'm going to candle them to do that whole process. Exciting. I wasn't expecting. I was still waiting 5 days. I was expecting next weekend for them to come. They all look like they're good eggs. That's 8 good eggs. Now I'm kind of, these other girls that shed recently, I guess I'm going to be on like kind of more high alert with them, to make sure that I'm catching them, because I actually was not aware that they could lay them this early, in the whole incubation or the egg laying process. So let me set up my tripod in her tub. Let me pull the eggs out. I actually have a couple of these Easy Hatch trays from Reptichip. I'm going to put hers in here because I actually just got like 6 more in. And because she has so many eggs, it may be easier just for me to sit them in this tray rather than trying to squeeze them in there on the light diffuser panel. All right, I don't know if she's going to be as happy as the other girl was. She's already a little more frustrated, and I literally caught her laying this last egg, so hopefully she's chill. She looks like she's actually trying to run, so that actually might be better for me. Nope. Stay back. Don't kick your eggs over. Wow, she's really took a lot out of her, huh? She's really thin. Come here, sweetie. Come on. She's definitely empty. 8 eggs. Let's get her over to the side. Pick these up. Fresh eggs, and they all look fantastic. This one is actually like really soft still because she just laid it. I'm going to try to keep them all the same right side up. because that way when I candle them, check that she's empty. Yeah, she's very empty, very thin. So again, when you're pulling these eggs out, you want to clean the tub out all the way. Get that the scent of eggs out of there so the female does not smell it. You don't want her thinking she's still incubating the eggs. That gets her back on food right away. So after I candle these eggs, make sure they're all right side up, I am going to, give her a bath, give her a new tub, or clean out her tub, and make sure she is, ready to go to get back on food. So that's 2 for 2. I got, actually, very happy so far. I have 2 clutches and, sorry, I'm turning the lights out so I can candle them. 2 clutches so far. It looks like 5 good eggs from the first one, 5 out of 5, and 8 out of 8 on this one. So this clutch is, let me turn the lights off. This clutch is Danky Kang and Superfly. See that embryo? You can see that it's kind of up on its side, so I'm gonna have to peel this off a little bit. There. Let's see, where'd that embryo go now? Saw it. Now I lost it. I think it's... I usually wear gloves doing this too, just to make sure that I'm... yeah, embryo's right here. So... these Easy Hatch trays work pretty well. They keep them in place. If you have a really big clutch, they're not going to work because the eggs don't fit in there. But it is okay if the eggs touch each other when they're inside a... this one's right on top too. It's okay if the eggs touch each other. You don't want the eggs touching the sides of the tubs because you don't want there being any moisture on them. Let's see, this one's really good too. This one's here. See that one there? You can see the really dark spot there. That's our embryo there. That's really, this one's, I think, the fresh one that just came out. Yeah. It's really soft. You're gonna be really careful with it. I've actually never picked one up as soon as it came out. Look at all those veins in there. How cool that is. So that one is here, super soft. Now these 4 are in a big clump, and they should be right side up. Let's see. Oh, that one's on the side over here. That might be okay. Let's see. That one is right here. That's pretty much on top. Actually, I can't see where that one is. I might just separate them just to be safe. Never know. So anyways, back to the clutch. And when you are peeling these apart, you just do it really carefully. These ones seem like they've actually been maybe glued together a little longer than the other ones. So the clutch, she's a super pastel fire. She's a superfly. So everything that comes out of this clutch is gonna have pastel. And then Danky Kang is a banana super enchy fire. So everything from his side is going to be enchy. So everything in this clutch should be pastel and enchy. There's also the potential to have fire or super fire. And there's also the potential to have banana. And if you guys don't know, I actually did place Danky Kang up for sale on Morph Market because I have another banana male coming in here shortly that's going to take his place in my breeding collection, and I don't have any use for him anymore. So as you can see here, he fathered a nice 8-egg clutch, and he was bred to Annie too, and Annie's building follicles right now, so he's a proven breeder. Let's see, I can't see where the embryo is in this one. There it is. Yeah, these were mostly right side up. It doesn't hurt to be a little extra cautious. I don't want to accidentally put them in upside down. If they're all glued together, when you pull them out and they're not kicked around by the mom, they're probably safe just to put them all in as is and leave them bunched together if they fit in the trays. But it's a little me of being extra cautious and extra prepared, just to make sure that they're all, you know, okay, and I'm not going to run into any issues with them being upside down or the wrong way. So now that we got all 8 of them sorted out, get the lights back on. All right, lights, and all right, here's our eggies. And we got to put the crescent seal on top of the container. These look good. I might scooch them this way just a little bit, so it's a little further away from the edges. Get them more situated in the middle. Fantastic clutch. She was a proven breeder. I didn't breed her last year. I got her from somebody else. I honestly don't remember what her clutch size was, but this is fantastic, especially because this is Banky King's first year breeding as well. And he crushed it. You know, I hate to get rid of him, but I just have absolutely no need for his genes and what I'm doing going forward. This was sort of kind of like a changing philosophy in what I'm doing. You know, I kind of started off like, well, I'll get some cool genes and some cool snakes, and I'll try to collect as many, you know, non-normal females as I can to get breeding. But my philosophy kind of changed a little bit, thinking, you know, that's all fine and well, but I also don't want to just be making a ton of snakes just to make a ton of snakes. Like, I want to make stuff that people actually want to buy. And it kind of changed my philosophy a bit, and I have a lot of stuff coming in next week that is going to kind of reflect, you know, my change in philosophy and how I want to breed. So, you know, again, I hate seeing this guy go, but I don't think I have a choice at this point. So, we got these in here. We got the tape, and we got to mark it. So this is actually neat. I'm going to have 2 clutches of eggs hatching pretty much on the same day. These were laid less than 24 hours apart. So today is the 7th, 3/7. So we'll just call it 3/7 to 5/5. This is superfly times DK. Superfly Banky King. So I have the day they were laid, the day roughly around when they should be due, and the pairing. So now we will walk them over to the incubator. Again, the nice thing about these Easy Hatch trays is they keep the eggs from rolling around. You don't have to worry about any movement. It makes a little extra protection. So now I think this fits 3 across. So I'm going to squeeze this one over to the side. And then I'm gonna put this one over to this side. Honestly, I'm kind of this year, I'm hoping I really don't have more than, I don't know, 6 or so clutches in here at a time, maybe 10. I really don't want to have to move out of these 2 middle shells right now because the temperature does fluctuate when you're about a degree or 2 from top to bottom. So, you know, hopefully I can just stack, you know, there's 12 boxes in those middle 2 rows, and, you know, it'll keep the incubation process a little more even. The one thing I forgot to do, and I'll do it later so I can let the temperature get back up, is on this clutch, I marked what clutch it was, number 1, with 5 eggs. I'll have to do that on there too. This is really gonna be my first year with a decent amount of eggs, because I think I had 4 clutches last year. One of them was a disaster because they were laid in the middle of me moving. Nothing survived from it. So I had 3 good clutches last year, and I'm almost at that already, and I'm in the first week of March. And I have, you know, my Sterling Lesser female here. Let's see, she is due at the end of the month. Both of my other yellow belly girls that were paired with my ivory leopard male, they both shed this week, so they're due at the first week of April. She's due probably March 24th. Princess just shed. She had 4 locks with Tesla, so I don't know if that was actually a pre-lay shed or not. The funny thing to me is there was a ton of locks with Shredder in my Bell females. I haven't seen any of them ovulate yet, and none of them have shed either, so I don't know what's going on with them. I have my Super Cinnamon Pastel, my Silver Bullet, Black Pastel, and my Sterling. I started pairing them, but I stopped because I have a male coming in next week that I'm going to use for them, and I'll show you that. I'm pretty sure my Super Enchi ODs, my Leopard Enchi, and now my Super Enchi Ghost. She's not ovulating or building follicles yet, but I believe these 3 are building follicles. They were paired up to Big Puma. Shredder is locking up to this Pastel Lesser nonstop. My Mochi female just shed. She only had 3 locks to my Bamboo Ultramel, so I don't know if that was a pre-lay shed or not, because I did not see her ovulate. I did not see my Pastel Leopard ovulate either, or the Ultra Pin, which I'm disappointed in, because as you can see, they've had quite a few locks with my Bamboo Ultramel male, who is also the one that has a respiratory infection, so they haven't been paired since beginning of February. I haven't seen her build follicles yet either. But as of right now, 2 clutches down, 3 I think definitely on the way. And then, I mean, at least 6 other ones. I mean, I could have 10 to 15 clutches this year. So it's going to be a busy year for me. And I have a breeder male coming in this week that I have 3 females that I'm going to pair him up to immediately. So I could have a pretty big year. And this year is sort of my intermediate year. It's like I started last year with the actual breeding process of it. And you know, I had a successful year, I guess, by all means. You know, I only bred 4 females, and 3 of them had good clutches. This year was okay, can I scale it up? Can I be successful at taking care of a bunch of snakes and you know, landing a bunch of clutches, incubating those clutches, and then, you know, and then raising up the young? Next year is the year where I'm thinking that I'm going to have some higher ticket items, some huge pairings. I have a bunch of pied females that are going to be ready to go for next year. Hopefully both my Super Gravel females are ready to go for next year. And then some other surprise females coming in this week for next year. Next year is the year where I'm hoping this like takes off and it's like almost like a full-time job. money-wise. Hopefully I don't have any more work because I'm kind of scaling back the amount of my more generic plain females. I'll probably be selling some of them too. So it's exciting. I'm surprised by this clutch today. I was not expecting it. I was really waiting until next weekend for it to come. She had 8 eggs, which is humongous. Hopefully I hit a lot of cool combos out of that. I tried to pair them up because they were similar. You know, I'm getting pastel inchies out of the whole clutch. I have no idea if he's a male maker banana or not. I'm assuming he probably is. Some super fires will probably be in there too, since they both have fire. So we'll see. It'll be exciting. That's a cool clutch. There's gonna be a lot of different combos out of there, and I have a lot of stuff coming up here. Plus I'll have an unboxing coming up later in the week too. So thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos, you know, me collecting the clutches. It was kind of neat that at the beginning of this video we got to see her kind of push out the last egg. That was neat because I've never actually seen them push an egg out before either. So we got to see it together. So that was pretty neat. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Please remember to like and subscribe. See ya.